What are some key challenges in high net worth divorces? High net worth divorces can present very unique challenges for those going through the divorce, whether it be stock options vesting or unique compensation plans. Executives and entrepreneurs are going to have additional challenges in navigating through this divorce. Now, what is a high net worth divorce? Typically, we classify a high net worth divorce as a divorce with more than $1 million in assets. Now, in California, a lot of us can look at that and say that burden's pretty low to just about every single homeowner. But that means we have houses, we may have rental properties, we may have businesses that we actively participate in, businesses that we're passive investors. So there's a lot more going on, and this requires a different level of expertise and a different level of knowledge than maybe a traditional divorce, even those of a business owner that runs a sole proprietorship. How do you divide complex assets like art, cars, or maybe other very expensive collectibles? So these get divided similarly to what a home or a primary car or anything like that would be. We look at the marital economic community, either on our own or with the help of a judge. We determine what belongs in the marital economic community. And once we get that, we just have a balance sheet. If you want your $10 million worth of sports cars, well, you're going to have to give her an extra $10 million payment, or you're going to have to give her the $10 million in collectibles. So once we determine what's in the marital economic community, it is simply dividing it 50-50. So there's no unique process. There's nothing like that. If you want something and it's worth a whole lot of money, you're going to have to give something of equal value to her. How does child support work in high net worth divorces? Unfortunately, once we get to very high incomes, the child support calculator at times can be a little faulty and not work as well as it does at more traditional, we'll say sub-$1 million a year incomes. So what the family code does is it actually gives judges more discretion when it comes to high net worth individuals. This can be, hey, I'm going to make you pay this number, and I'm also going to make you cover all extracurriculars and private school tuition and X, Y, and Z. So the unfortunate part is that there's a lot of discretion when it comes to support at these higher levels. How does spousal support work in high net worth divorces? So in the state of California, there are no caps when it comes to spousal support. There are no restrictions on how high it can get. And quite frankly, if you were in a long-term marriage, there's not even an end date to your spousal support payments. So this is why it's very important. I usually, especially in long-term marriages, like to do everything in my power to negotiate spousal support out. Even if that means, hey, she's going to get an extra $1 million in assets right now, or you're going to give up one of the homes completely, or you're going to give her a part of the rental home portfolio to get rid of spousal support, that can be an extremely effective strategy for high net worth individuals. I look at it as you're buying yourself out of future debts. So if you're able to take this chapter right now and remove all those debts and put them all here, it's going to give you a more clear runway in the future. Business owners and executives, if you're going through a divorce, I understand that there's additional challenges when it comes to being a high net worth individual and navigating the family court system. If you don't know what your next steps are, click the link below and schedule a free case evaluation, or give us a call at that phone number, and we'll talk you through what your next steps should be and how we can help you successfully navigate the family court process.